Hello, I'm Mr. Van Leader and you're not. You're watching a video that you're about to see the title come up for, and that title is Hardscope Noob. The reason for this video is a tactics video on sniping, and I tried actually a few games running around trying to only quickscope people, and a few games running around, or not so much running around, trying to hardscope people, and the quickscope tactics video isn't going to happen. This is because I ain't Grizz, baby, and I can't really get a game where I get 25 kills and a really low number of deaths only quickscoping. I'm always tempted into a bit of hardscoping. So let's have a look at the map here on Overgrown. You can see we zoom out here. Our spawn's going to be at the bottom there. You see the stone bridge on the right hand side and the wooden bridge on the left hand side there. The enemy spawn and our spawn are then shown there, and then I'm going to bring on some of the other spawns that are used in this map. You see on the right hand side the petrol, some say gas station, the far left hand side the barn there, the bottom's the shed, and then there's two smaller dots up there off the main road by the Domination B flag. There are more spawns than this, but these are the main ones that get used in this game. Straight off the bat here, I'll run across to this concrete roadblock, stand behind it and look across there. Usually you get some guys run across the bridge or pop up in either of the two rooms, but no one here. I'll show you though where they do appear, because virtually every match you'll get someone snipe, and someone will stand either here, proned out, or standing up on the edge of the bridge, or possibly they'll stand inside this building just here. So when I'm looking across there from the roadblock, I'm looking between those 2 points, and usually someone will pop up, but this is one of the very rare occasions where they don't. So I'm going to continue on my way here. I'm going to keep my back to the edge of the map virtually the whole game, so no one can spawn behind me, and so I've got a nice long line of sight, and I can make the most of the hard scoping. Some guy starts shooting me here, so ooh, hard scope, hard scope, hard scope. There he is, and that's the first blood, which took a really long time in this particular match of Overgrown. But nonetheless, I'm going to cautiously make my way up here towards where the enemy originally spawned. I know that no one really ran across that bridge at the start, so there might be a few guys up there. Pick another guy off. But then you see the map in the top left. A lot of my teammates are now in that area, so I spin round and basically try and make my way up there and to look in the other direction, but a guy starts shooting me before I make it up there, so take some cover behind this tank and start looking towards the petrol station, some say gas station, where I'm sure they're spawning. And sure enough, I get my hard scope on again, see a guy moving, follow this guy for bloody ages before I actually manage to shoot him, but get the kill. Pointless reload there. Another teammate goes down there, so I'm very confident they're in that gas station now, and just back into the scope, carry on looking because they're always coming that way. Grab my predator. Just going to pause it here as I see the predator use the predator, and there's 3 guys in the gas station and 1 close to it, so still a confirmation that they're spawning there, and that's the way we're going to be looking with our sniper. I'm going to put a claymore down here because it's the only area I can't really see right up against the edge of that map, and I'm going to camp my ass off, and because it's a nice open map, I assume my Harrier is going to get me a few more kills and I'll get an AC-130. Doesn't really happen in any way, shape or form. Probably you look there where the Harrier is, and it's not above where I assume they're still spawning in the petrol station. Obviously the airstrike hit it, but the Harrier itself doesn't get anyone with its gun, so maybe my bad on the placement there. Still some red dots in that direction, so I've taken another cover here behind another concrete roadblock, just my head poking out, and this is the way you really want a hard scope. Don't stand in the open. Make sure you can see them, but they're going to have to look a bit harder to see you. Some more spawns down here, hit by noob tube, so relocate and take up my place behind this tank. Look at that window, and I scope out, and then a guy runs past, which annoyed me at the time. Heard that guy come in and failed on a little sort of semi-quickscope there. I suppose failing first of all that I did it in the first place when I'm just trying to hardscope, and then failed with the fact that I didn't kill the guy. So compound fail, as the kids don't say. So still a bit slow, and I see now a skull has appeared over there on my right, and whilst there's still no teammates in the gas station area, so I think that they might still spawn over there. Some more skulls over here convinces me that there are guys there, and sure enough there's one. Pause it here, and behind that rock I'm going to zoom over to, and this is the view that the guy at the other end can see, towards me first of all, and then across to the house and the shed there. So if you're in domination you can cover 2 flags from this point, really good place. Doesn't help this guy though. I have another check around inside my scope. No one's spawning actually inside the barn, which I assume they would be, so I charge up here and take up a position there. I'm convinced at this stage that they're not spawning in the petrol station or by the domination B flag, but it looks like they probably are, because I come over here and can't really see anyone. There's a skull appears on the far left of my picture back there, so I probably should have taken note of that. Hardscope that wall there, take that wall. Yeah, hardscope that empty shed. I'm getting pro at this. So continue to cautiously make way up, still with my back against the edge of the map. So I've covered a lot of the map now, but you know, my back's been to it the whole time, so I've been fairly safe. Turn the sensitivity down, and I'm going to show you this AC-130. It's pretty boring, I don't get a lot of kills with it, but it will illustrate some of the spawns. So that guy foolishly runs across the middle of the map, and I see the rockets are tipping me off to where these guys with cold-blooded are. Otherwise, if you're in this furthest out view, you're almost certainly not seeing them. So now the guys are spawning in the alleys, the small little circles that I showed you at the start, and they're actually quite difficult to hit with the AC-130. Get a bit lucky there with a double at the end, but pretty poor AC-130, and we're back on the way, but we're running a little low on ammo, so going to take it a bit cautiously. And my sensitivity's messed up because I've just turned it down so I could control the AC-130. So I'll whack that back up and get underway. I think I was probably on 8 before and put it up to 9. So I'm actually it's a little oversensitive for me at the moment, as you see there, looking around, and probably not quite as used to it as I could be. So I've almost done a complete lap, or have exactly done a complete lap of the map now. Still haven't died. We put a UAV up, so press start and see, actually pinpoint the location of where the enemies are, rather than just seeing they're off in that direction. So I'm gonna sit here. I know there's a guy in that building. My teammates know that as well, and I fail a bit, but I'm gonna persevere, because patience is the king when you're a sniper. I should imagine in the real world that's how it works. Doesn't have to be true in Call of Duty, but I've got me real world sniping head on and pick up a couple of more kills. Teammate gets killed, so again I know that the enemy is spawning probably where they spawned originally, or certainly on that half of the map, by where Domination B would be. So I get another guy, and there's people start to rush me at this stage. Here I fail again with a failed quickscope, and then a successful quickscope. Not really sure how the Germans there didn't kill me, but he didn't, and we carry on. So relocate again because there's a bit of heat on that position now. Hit marker off that guy, assist off that guy, miss off that guy, and get out the AA-12 because you can't really hardscope people from 2 yards away. Fail on the second guy. He fails even harder. He doesn't even look at me once, despite there was a guy shooting an automatic shotgun at him. But never mind. Another fail on that guy here, and I'm actually probably a bit sloppy here because I've started on sensitivity 8 and I've gone up to 9. This was the first game of the day, and I like 9 sensitivity, but it takes me sort of 2 or 3 games to really get my eye in with it. If anyone has played on it, you'll know that the 9 and especially 10 are ridiculously sensitive, so you need to get your eye in. Final hardscope of the game there with me final bullet, and I can see we're about to win, so I'm just going to take up a defensive position, and sure enough we pull it out. So the other team were pretty poor, only 4,000 points in the whole game, but hopefully that's given you some tips on the hard scoping. I will say that the preferred style of sniping for me certainly continues to be a bit of a hybrid between hard scoping when required and quick scoping when required. If I'm about to be killed, then I'll try and hard scope, as you saw a couple of times, not always successfully. I've been Mr. Van Leader, and you've been watching a YouTube video.